There's scaffolding throughout Centre Block. It's obviously required for the work itself, but it also offers a new perspective on the building.
We are in the House of Commons chamber here at Centre Block, and the beautiful carvings that you see protected in situ here belong to the British North America Act series throughout the chamber. And what's really great is that we get this unique opportunity right now to see them up close and really get a sense of the high level of craftsmanship and artistry involved in sculpting something with such detail. And this is a really good example of where the removal of heritage building fabric could be quite damaging and too onerous and unnecessary at this point. So we have protected these in place along with a lot of the stonework here inside of the chamber. So we have an opportunity to do a thorough assessment of its condition, and then in turn we'll also be able to get an opportunity to do a thorough cleaning of this as well, because as you can imagine, over time the dust and debris that settles on these decorative elements is quite significant and really affects the legibility of these sculptures from a distance. And so we're getting an opportunity to clean all of that dust and debris away, and what we'll see is a beautifully kept sculpture post-rehabilitation.
Another heritage asset that will be returned to Centre Block is this beautiful fabric ceiling. It's been a part of the Commons chamber for nearly a century.
The ceiling, quite different from the Senate chamber, was actually a painted textile. It's a linen, and it was all removed as a part of our early fragile assets removal project. And that was to get it out of the building and into safekeeping so that it could clear the way for the demolition and abatement process that is required. There's quite a bit of asbestos in and around the ceiling here in the chamber, and of course if we can get that out of the way, then we allow that abatement process to take place. It was a complex removal in that we had to develop all sorts of tools and all sorts of apparatus in order to safely remove and roll that as we removed it, because of course we had some incredibly long strips of textile that needed to be removed all in one piece. So the ceiling has all been rolled on large oversized tubes, and it's been very well packaged because of course it still could contain some hazardous materials such as asbestos, and so that will be thoroughly cleaned and of course conserved prior to reinstatement here in the building.